Dr. Gary Small is the director of the UCLA Center for Aging. Dr. Small, good morning to you. Let's start where we just left off in that piece. So apparently researchers know where in the brain this starts. They know that it's set off by A beta, but do we know why it happens in one person and not another person?
We don't have all the answers, Matt. We know that genetics are important, but that's not the whole story. We're talking about 80 million baby boomers coming of age, each reaching the age at risk. So we're going to see millions of people who are suffering from this horrible illness without a specific cause.
For someone in your position, the next question is going to sound like Alzheimer's 101, but bear with me for a second. There are going to be people watching right now who are going to wonder how they tell the difference between normal forgetfulness that occurs with aging and something that might be more serious like a form of dementia or Alzheimer's. What do you say to those people?
What we say is aging and memory loss go hand in hand. It's normal to forget where you put your glasses, but if you forget that you wear glasses, then you have a problem. So we're looking for memory impairment, other kinds of cognitive decline that really interfere with daily life.
I think what's startling about these numbers that I see coming out of this report is that the incidence of this disease is rising, and it's rising fairly dramatically. From 2000 to 2005, almost a 50% increase. During the same time period, other diseases have decreased in incidence. So why is that happening?
It's happening because of advances in medical technology. We can treat heart disease, cancer, so we can live longer. So more people live to the age at risk when they're going to get Alzheimer's
So
disease.
It's just a downside of the fact that we're living longer.
It's the downside, but the upside is that we're focusing the research. And I think one of the most important strategies is early detection and prevention, because it's going to be easier to protect a healthy brain rather than try to repair one once the damage sets in.
Well, I was going to ask that at the end of the interview. Early detection, can it have a serious impact on the quality of life of someone who does develop Alzheimer's?
What we're finding is these abnormal protein deposits, the amyloid plaques and tau tangles, can be seen on brain scans years before people actually develop the disease. And with drug development, vaccine development, that means that we may eventually develop a brain check for Alzheimer's disease, so the doctor can see there's a problem, give you a drug, and lower your risk for the disease in the future.
Actually, this spring, a company called Smart Genetics is going to come out with a test that is supposed to be able to determine what people are at risk for developing Alzheimer's. There is controversy surrounding that test. Explain it to me a little bit.
What we're finding is certain genetic tests will tell you whether you have a slight increased risk. It's not enough information to tell you whether you're definitely going to get it or not. And the problem is we don't yet have the treatments to do anything about it. Now, I found that some patients will get these kinds of tests, and rather than it causing depression or anxiety, it really empowers them to live a healthier lifestyle, because we know that there are things we can do each day to lower our risk for Alzheimer's.
And actually, that leads us perfectly into where we want to kind of wrap this up. We want to give people information they can use. So let's say we do get a test and it does say that I'm at risk for Alzheimer's disease. Tell me what I can do to lower my risk or at least stave off the disease.
One thing you can do is take a walk every day. One study found that walking just 10 minutes a day may lower your risk for Alzheimer's disease. So physical conditioning, aerobic conditioning not only helps the heart, but it helps the brain.
What about diet?
Diet is very important. A low-fat diet, eating lots of antioxidant fruits and vegetables is brain protective.
And increased mental activity, that's the mental calisthenics type thing?
It's fun. We all do it. Whether it definitely staves off Alzheimer's disease, we're not sure. But we know we can train memory skills and improve memory performance for years.
And look what crops up last on that list. And boy, we see this on so many lists concerning health problems: stress.
Stress is the enemy of memory. It can literally shrink the memory centers. So we can't eliminate stress, but we can manage it better so it improves our lives and possibly improves our brain health.
All right, Dr. Gary Small. Doctor, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you.